Because I worked the night shift on the sugar beet harvest in Reynolds, North Dakota, I wasn't able to get a lot of the good footage that I was planning on getting during the night shift, and we finished a whole lot quicker than I expected.
If anyone is wondering why I'm not putting the drone up, well, here it is. It is pretty windy right here. I'm not putting my hand in front of the mic until now, and you can see the difference in the wind that's blowing. My drone, if I put it up, would be over there. So I'll pass, but I would definitely love to get some overhead footage of this, but it's not going to happen today.
The sugar beet harvest didn't start until a few days late because of the warm weather, which gave me a little bit of extra time to do something that I actually really enjoy doing, and that's watching football, especially if I get an opportunity to watch a college football game. The stadium itself was not far from my hotel, so I was able to walk down there and check out the game, and as you saw from the ticket that I showed, the seat that I had was in section 204, row A, seat 9, which was on the 45-yard line, first row, right behind the players. In fact, each time the offense was on the field, I had the opportunity to eavesdrop on the defensive coordinator's sideline strategies. Judging from the crowd that showed up at the game and the banners that were posted, I actually had higher expectations for the North Dakota team early on, and although they did struggle the first half, they had a much better showing the second half. I think the reason that I enjoy watching college football so much is because when I was playing with individuals that I had no idea would end up making it into the pros, and yet I played with two linebackers that made it into the pros. John Roper played for the Chicago Bears, and Aaron Wallace played for the Los Angeles Rams. As I said, they struggled the first half. They were down 17-21, but they came back the second half and won the game, 48-31. The weather finally cooperated, and I was able to get started with what I was actually there to do. I worked the beet harvest on the night shift, and I've got quite a bit of experience working in night shift, and to me, for whatever reason, it just seems a little bit easier. I enjoyed it a little bit more. For one thing, I obviously enjoy cooler weather, and I know that if it is going to be too hot during the day, more than likely it's going to be just fine for the night shift, and I might be able to get a few more hours.
Well, my office du jour is definitely different today. This is a typical view that I would have. I'm watching the piler. The boom operator is swinging the boom and cascading down. And as it cascades down, I determine if we need to put more culvert in. I'll place the culvert and then I'll backfill it so that it doesn't blow out, as they call it. And it just continues to cover. That's the boom. The boom operator is right there. And this is considered the piler. And I'm taking this video from the skid steer.
As a skid steer operator, I actually had a little bit more downtime than the other guys. It just wasn't all at once. Like most people would take a 15-minute break here or there or a half-hour lunch, whereas my breaks would be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there throughout the night. The trucks would come in, they would unload, and I would again determine whether I needed to add culvert to make sure that we were able to hold the pile in place. And if you've never had an opportunity to see a sugar beet up close, they can actually be very large. In fact, the one that I'm holding in my hand is larger than the football that the guys were playing with just a day or two before. The only downside to the job was my coworker for the day shift. He wasn't very conscientious about lining up the culvert or getting them placed together correctly, or making sure that there was culvert available to be placed whenever I came on shift. He also took a day off after getting his first paycheck, which I thought was very odd considering you have to work every single day in order to be eligible for the bonus at the end of the season. As I mentioned earlier, the harvest season ended a little bit earlier than I expected. I'm not sure if it was because we were a very efficient team or if there were just fewer growers bringing beets to our particular location. After we finished up at the piler, I took the opportunity to drive around and find some growers that were loading beets and bringing them to other locations. During the day, I was able to get footage of the weigh station where the trucks weighed coming in and going out, and also wanted to show a picture of the pile that I actually worked on, pile number 1. It was close to 100 to 150 feet wide, about 70 feet high, and close to a half mile long.
While it's necessary sometimes, this is actually the most hated view that I have of
Reynolds, North Dakota is not a big town, but many of you who know me know that I'm going to go to the town and find the most interesting attribute that I can. In this case, the memorial honoring the veterans from Reynolds, North Dakota.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
All the best, always.
Wanna come down to the underground old school? Here's a shovel, can you dig it, fool? Can you dig it?